Welcome back, everyone, to the Change Your Mind podcast. You deserve to be the person you want to be, no matter what happens. We always convince ourselves that we are authentic and do not assume another persona just for a group of people we encounter in our lives. But there's a tough barrier we struggle to break through, as if it's made of iron. No matter how hard we try and fail, with each failure, this barrier seems to know we will weaken in front of it. Our spirits dwindle, and at that point, we feel we must search for someone to strengthen and help us in a journey of profound self-change, something only we truly understand. When we find someone to assist us and be our catalyst for change, hours and days pass gradually, and you feel like your soul is under the control of another spirit, one whose intentions you may not know. You start to sense that your life has a remote control operated by a different person. This is where we reach the point of despair and false hopelessness, and we start convincing ourselves of things that are fundamentally untrue and become disheartened. But remember, as long as you are alive and breathing, let everything go. Seeking the approval of others is an unattainable goal, a phrase we've heard, lived, seen, and felt in reality. No matter what we do, we cannot win the approval of everyone. Self-acceptance and inner contentment are the foundations upon which we build our path through each stage of life. Before trying to please others, please yourself first. If you're not satisfied with yourself initially, who will satisfy you? If you don't put yourself in the forefront, who will put you there? Self-esteem is a priority and a cornerstone, followed by the esteem of others. Be the one in control of yourself. Don't let others steer you according to their desires. This is your life. No one will live it but you in the end. Don't change your personality and style for someone else. Don't hide behind a mask and alter yourself for someone else's sake. Stand tall, proud of who you are and your essence, whether people approve or not. In the end, you haven't changed. You have satisfied yourself, and that is what matters most. Often, we search for someone to make us happy, to lift our burdens and alleviate the heaviness and sorrow within us, without realizing that we can create our own happiness, even with a small gesture. If there's someone who comforts us and takes us away from our world, placing us in their hand while handling the world in the other, ask yourself, will this person remain with us forever? Will they change? Will they be the same person we know now? Will they guarantee a lifetime commitment? Certainly not. In the end, everyone departs. No one will stay with you except one person. You. Don't rely entirely on anyone, no matter who they are. Don't seek what makes you happy. Be the one who brings joy to yourself. Be like the cornerstone at the beginning of every journey, because the first step is one you take alone, and the last step is also one only you will complete. Learning from our experiences, we've discovered the importance of maintaining balance in our interactions with those around us. In short, we give in proportion to what we receive. If we overindulge our emotions, they can turn against us. You might find someone intriguing, feel drawn to them, or even develop feelings for them. But it's crucial not to hastily risk your emotions and feelings towards them. If you ask me, what does this have to do with today's topic? I'll tell you that the connection is strong because excessive emotional investment in someone can harm only ourselves. If unexpected events happen with this person, we might feel regret or wish we hadn't expressed ourselves so openly. It's like living life hanging on someone else, a feeling that accentuates inadequacy. This inadequacy weakens us, caused by our excessiveness in emotions and sentiments towards someone. If we lose this person, it's as if we've lost a part of ourselves. Some may even reach a point where they search for a reason to keep going after a difficult tragedy. Before we let our emotions overflow, we must engage our minds. The heart often gives a false sense of ownership. Therefore, we must think with our minds and make logical and sound decisions. Just as we all know the consequences of excessive emotions, these consequences are severe, and no one but ourselves bears the brunt. Therefore, give as you would like to receive, not for others, but for ourselves first and foremost. A person's character remains the same, no matter what happens. Even if it appears to change temporarily, it eventually reverts to its original state. For example, if you meet someone and the initial interactions are delightful, but halfway through, you notice a change in them. It's as if they've become a stranger. as if their personality has shifted. I can assure you that their personality hasn't changed. Rather, they've revealed their true self. Their initial behavior was just a facade, and now they've returned to their original self. As for the initial interactions between you, that was the limited time I mentioned earlier. The individual, in parentheses, tried to change their personality to impress others, which is the biggest mistake some make. No matter how well they mask themselves, their true face will eventually be revealed. Therefore, don't try to change yourself, your ways, or your personality for someone. Be proud of who you are. If someone doesn't accept you for who you truly are, many others will, simply because you were being yourself. Sometimes we go through times when we are different from ourselves to a degree that we can't even recognize ourselves. It's like we are strangers to ourselves before being strangers to others. Our behaviors, words, and actions come out of us without us realizing it because we are lost in our depths, far away from our reality. The tragedy is when we are distant from ourselves. I don't mean to simply say, do this or that. We all know that it's not easy for us to be strangers to others, so how about being strangers to ourselves? All we have to do is to get to know ourselves in all situations, whether we are in a state of drought, petrification, loss, or even emptiness. It is necessary to know how to adjust our behaviors, words, and actions when we go through these situations. Each of us has our own way of dealing with our condition. Some people, when they are depressed and cold, with their feelings and emotions frozen, and they are looking for the nearest exit to get them out of the state they are in, they create a specific way of dealing with themselves. They start looking for the simplest way to draw a smile on their face without needing anyone, either by reading their favorite book or watching a new or even an old series. And for some, the simplest way to make themselves happy is to order from their favorite restaurant. Others go to their families and friends to find laughter and smiles that make them forget what they are going through. We all go through situations where we lose balance, where we lose ourselves. But if we draw up a table in our minds on how to deal with and behave in this situation, then we can say that we have come to know ourselves more and more. Just as there are seasons in the climate, we also have climates within us. We adapt amidst the difficult and easy times, and we get through them with all our strength and determination, as long as we know ourselves. There are people that when they exit your life, you immediately regain the halo of light around you. Your soul feels like it's beginning to shine, and your features illuminate. You may even regain confidence in yourself without realizing its return. By bidding them farewell, you are able to achieve self-sufficiency and a sense of fulfillment. You feel your soul becoming active again, returning to the way it was before. After that, you will regain your stability, kindness, your cheerful spirit, and your energy. It's as if they were only living to drain your positive energy and recharge you with their negative energies, and once they are gone, you become better than before. First, get rid of the annoyance shaped like hidden people who tried to harm you, drain your energy, or stifle your enthusiasm. Give yourself more attention. If you neglected it, give it the love and care that would have gone to people who didn't appreciate your positive and heartfelt emotions. No one will be sad for your sadness or cry for your tears. Make yourself happy with what you can. The years that have gone from your life will not return to you. Know your self-worth and never allow anyone to diminish it. Always reward yourself by understanding and appreciating yourself. It's not about going to a beautiful place or eating your favorite food. Reward yourself by choosing good people who truly deserve it. Reward yourself with the person who deserves it. One day you will say to them, "You are me." In the end, yourself first and above all else. Your soul before any other soul. Place in your thoughts that in the end, there will be no one left for you but yourself. Now let us summarize the ways to let go of those who don't appreciate your worth by putting yourself first above all else, to live a life brimming with the happiness you deserve. Step 1. Self-awareness. Embark on a journey towards self-discovery. A journey where you acknowledge both your vulnerabilities and strengths to truly understand your worth. Give yourself time to reflect on your achievements and your remarkable traits. Remember, self-appreciation is not just a thought, It's the feeling that you are enough just as you are. Step 2. Gradual detachment. You don't have to tear away all at once. Let the distance gently widen between you and those who fail to value you. Reduce your interactions gradually, allowing you to see clearly and be honest with yourself about relationships that need reevaluation. Step 3. Setting boundaries. Stand firm and set clear boundaries, like walls that protect your heart. Learn to say no with determination and without guilt. Boundaries define the line that nobody is permitted to cross without your consent. Step 4. Investing in yourself. Embrace your dreams and passions and immerse yourself in activities that touch your soul. Every moment you invest in yourself lays the foundation for a life full of happiness and continuous growth, for you deserve to live each moment fully. Conclusion. Happiness is a choice. Understand that happiness is not something to wait for, but a feeling we create. Put yourself first, not out of selfishness, but as a right. With each form of appreciation you give to yourself, you will find that genuine relationships will naturally blossom and flourish in your life. The author Gretchen Rubin discusses this in his book, The Happiness Project. Happiness is not a destination, but a choice we make every day. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey. We look forward to seeing you in the next episode as we continue exploring how to build a life filled with clarity and serenity. Until we meet again, start taking your first step towards true happiness.